This is where you're at, like damn near off the fucking screen. I wanted to have like a chest that I could do the pec bounce with. Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today I'm gonna be laying out 3 of my biggest tips, no bullshit, that I suggest you apply to grow your chest. We do want to have a cis passing chest, but we want it to be muscular, not flat like a wall, okay? So this is how you can accomplish that. But before I get into those 3 tips, make sure if you're new here, new and not subscribed, you go ahead and press that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow. If you are interested in coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, go ahead and email me at devindoescoaching@gmail.com and check out my cookbook, Healthy Doesn't Suck. Seeing the gains is not just dependent upon your training, it's also dependent upon your nutrition. You need both sides of the equation in order to see progress, and you shouldn't have to suffer with your food, okay? So make sure you go ahead and check that out. The first tip, let's dive right into it. No fluff, no bullshit. The first tip is going to be have a set training schedule. Where a lot of rookies, where a lot of newbies fuck up is they train A, whenever they feel like it, and B, when they do train, they do not stick to a set schedule. Maybe they'll do curls, maybe they'll do push-ups, maybe they'll do squats one day, but it's not a set training schedule, okay? So the biggest thing you can implement for yourself is finding a training program so that you're training the same movements on each training day and you're not just all over the place. The more room for variability there is, the less ability you have to track everything. Going in and just training whatever you feel like, whenever you feel like, you're never gonna make results like that. It's just gonna be like this, when in reality we want this, some plateau here, but we want the gains to be skyrocketed, okay? My second tip is going to be, and y'all who have ADHD might not want to hear this, but I promise it's so fucking worth it, to log your workouts, okay? I have my clients download Rep Count. Any fitness tracker where you can input exercises, reps, sets, rest times, and notes is gonna do the trick. The reason that we do track our lifts, the reason that we track all of those metrics is because every single time you train, you should be going in and building upon what you did last training session. For example, if last training session you did dumbbell curls, 3 sets of 20 reps with the 20-pound dumbbells. Next training session, you want to go in. Last time I did 20 reps. This time I want to do 21 reps. Last time I did it with 20 pounds. This time I want to do it with 22.5 pounds. And that is progressive overload. If you're not tracking your lifts, if you're not tracking your sets, reps, and weight used, then there's no way for you to know how you should be building up. So muscle is built with progressive overload. You need to track in order to know if you are progressively overloaded. Your brain is not as good at remembering things as you think it is. So tracking your lifts and using a log can help you go from all over the place to having a foundation that you're consistently building upon week by week, month by month, year by year, and that's where the gains are made, okay? We need that consistent progress and we need that data to back up that progress. And the third tip, the last tip, and perhaps possibly the tip that should have came first, make sure that you have a mind-muscle connection with your chest as well as with any other muscle group, okay? If you cannot feel the muscle group being trained, you are leaving so many gains on the table. This is where you're at, like damn near off the fucking screen when you don't have mind-muscle connection, whereas this is where your gains are going to be at if you actually have mind-muscle connection, okay? So when I say mind-muscle connection, I mean when you're performing a movement like a dumbbell bench press, for example, you want to make sure that you actually feel your chest stretch and squeeze, and that's going to be the primary mechanism of action for literally any training movement, especially when it comes to chest, is going to be stretching and squeezing, feeling the muscle fibers like firing, okay? This isn't the sole thing that's going to build muscle, but it's going to be the base upon which you will build. First comes mind-muscle connection, then comes progressive overload, adding more reps, adding more sets, and being strong. A lot of trans guys and a lot of people in general, we feel weak, so we say fuck mind-muscle connection, fuck training with 100% proper form, and we just try to be as strong as possible, and we sort of fall into this powerlifting mindset. But if your primary goal is gains, please do not take the powerlifting route. You might just be muscle fucking the weight up just to get, I want to bench 135 so bad. So you're just looking crazy out here. You don't have any pec engagement whatsoever. You're just moving the weight from point A to point B. And I spent like the first 2 years of training, I was just trying to be strong. I felt weak. I felt like a little bitch. So I was just moving the weight from point A to point B, trying to be as strong as I possibly could. And I was like, I don't like the gains I'm seeing. So when I switched up my training to be more optimal towards muscle growth, yeah, I did sacrifice some weight here, but my physique looks 10 times better. So I don't really give a fuck. Don't fall victim to your ego telling you have to lift more and more and more. You feel like everybody in the gym is judging you. So don't look at the next man or the next person and be like, oh, well, they're benching 225 and I'm only benching 95 pounds. I'm such a pussy. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is how you feel. And if you're robbing yourself out of pec development because you are comparing yourself to other people, you're not taking the smartest path, okay? So strength and muscle growth are not mutually exclusive. Ultimately, you don't have to be strong to build a big chest. You just have to apply the proper principles: time under tension, mind muscle connection, progressive overload, the three biggest things you really need when it comes to training. And please, please, please don't just watch this shit, actually apply it to your training, actually apply it to your day-to-day, and I promise you will see a gains boost, okay? If you are interested in coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, go ahead and email me. Follow me on Instagram, which is gonna be linked down below. And like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Don, and Devin is out of here, boy.